welcome back to Cowboy Nights. I don't know.
We'll get to Cowboy soon.
No. Shanghai Nights.
Oh, Shanghai Nights.
Remember that movie?
Kind of. It's been a while.
So anyway, he had all his memorabilia. And one summer when I was pretty young, I was probably like 10, maybe 11, we went through Arizona and up to Nevada and then came back to California, and we hit like 3 or 4 ghost towns going through Arizona. And I was never into cowboys. I was more of like a medieval guy, so I loved like knights and just kind of the mythology of knights more than knights themselves, because later on in life I found out that knights were actually pretty big assholes that exploited people, but
and on several accounts ran over their infantry just to fight other knights.
Yes. Yeah, knights weren't the best people, but I like that romanticized knight where, you know, it's all chivalry and honor and stuff.
The Don Quixotes of the world.
I was gonna say more like, even samurai, they were like that too. Fuck, man, there's a... Damn.
It didn't matter.
Politics were always fucked up.
It's always about status.
Yeah. Anyway, so
often.
But we went to these ghost towns, and I really couldn't have given a shit less about like any of these places, because it was all like people dressed up like old cowboys, and you know, you can get sarsaparilla and shit. But like every time I would go, I'd be like, oh man, another ghost town. But we would get there, and I'd be like, wow, this is amazing. Oh, look at all these buildings. And look at them milking a cow and making candles. So yeah, I don't know why I started talking about ghost towns in the first place now, but I just remember, like, we went to Calico, of course, because that's like the big one.
Oh yeah.
But
it's like one of the better preserved ones, I think.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember one was pretty like run down, but all of them were pretty well maintained. We also went to the Ponderosa Ranch, like the actual Ponderosa.
Wait, what's the Ponderosa Ranch?
Really?
That I don't know.
It was the set of not Blazing Saddles.
No, Blazing Saddles, was it?
It's not Blazing Saddles.
Oh.
It's fuck. Oh.
Wait, was it like the good? Wait, no. Those are spaghetti westerns. They were in Italy.
No. It wasn't a movie. It was an actual show.
Wait, a rawhide?
No.
There's rawhide, then what was the one that ran for like 10 years, 15 years?
It might be that one that you're thinking of, because it had like 3 guys that were the main cast, and one of them was Haas.
Yes, it was that one.
Fuck, man, why?
it was. My dad used to talk to me about it all the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Google this.
Okay, yeah.
Watch, it's gonna hit us like a ton of bricks when we hear the title.
I know. If my dad were alive, he would fucking slap me right now.
He's like, how could you? Shoot, it was Haas, and I forget the other 2. Yeah, I know which one.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh,
what was it?
We're fucking idiots, man. It was Bonanza.
Yes, Bonanza. Oh my god. Yeah, this is how you can tell we're millennials. We just can't remember shows before 1974.
Well, it's really sad because, like, my dad went through a lot of phases in his life, but his cowboy phase was one of his longer phases, and that was when I was young, so he would take me to all these things. So he had so many bonsai things because bonsai. I said it again. Fuck.
Bonanza.
Bonanza. I said
bananas.
I accidentally said that once because of a show that was on Fox for a while called Bonsai, and he had a lot of autographs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh,
yeah. And we died.
Fuck it. Whatever.
So that's how you do it. You just go around, dodge, try to stay low.
Nice. Anyway, so. I found a thing that was autographed by all of the people from Bonanza, and I was like, here's something from Bonsai, and he was like, Bonsai? What are you talking about? Bonsai? And I was like, you know, that show with the cowboys. Bonanza? He was like, oh, what kind of son do I have? And I was like, oh, my dad.
It's funny with my dad. It's I always had trouble trying to connect with him. in some ways, because my father was always distant in some way. I think part of it has to do with the fact that, he didn't really grow up with his father around, because my grandparents divorced back in the 60s when it was like taboo for Catholics to do that. So yeah, oh my God.
What is the mission here?
The mission is to, I think it's to plant corn and harvest it. Yeah, but the problem is that you spring up, every now and then you spring up some, some bumpers. Yeah, so if I go back, you'll see bumpers there.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, so it's just planting and harvesting.
I didn't know that's how bumpers are made.
Oh yeah, that's how all bumpers are made. There's a bumper farm upstate somewhere. But yeah, and you keep on getting faster, and you have to watch out for the bumpers.
I know what you mean though. Like, my dad was really distant with my sisters, but my problem with like the relationship with my dad was we had like nothing in common. So like I would like going places with him and just like being around him and stuff, but we really had nothing to talk about. He kind of hated everything that I loved. I didn't really hate all the stuff that he loved. It was just, I don't know, it was just kind of like really, fuck, how do I put this? He was like the macho no homo guy. So it's like it was kind of like if you like anything that was considered feminine from the 60s or the 70s, then you're like, he didn't have a problem with gay people, but he, like, if you were gay, like if I was gay, he would have probably been like, oh no, why are you gay? But he wouldn't have stopped talking to me or anything. But yeah, he definitely didn't want to be perceived as a sissy or homosexual in any way. So
well, I mean, this was back in the day when it was
Oh yeah, well the biggest thing that got me was since we grew up in a time where computers weren't big, but we still had access to the internet and stuff when we were fairly young. He thought it was like really, really strange to learn how to type. And like to his dying day, he would still type with like
the pterodactyl typing.
The pterodactyl typing with like two fingers, where he had to look at every single thing he pressed. And he was like, and like in high school, I took home ec, and he was like, my son is taking home ec, and I was like, well, yeah, I want to learn how to cook, and he was like, oh my god, if I had taken home ec when I was in high school, I would have been beaten up. I was
like, kids nowadays, they just want to do home ec and weird things.
Yeah, and then I told him that I can type really fast, and he was like, really? Typing in high school was basically if you wanted to become a secretary, and only women were secretaries. And I was just like, man, that generational gap from father to son is just so weird,
And I had a weird relationship with my father in the sense that he was always such a downer. I mean, he's always been such a, I mean, now he's been positive these last few years, and I'm happy to see him be that way. But a lot of it was like, I'd have an idea and he'd like shoot it down. Like, oh, you're never going to get far with that. You should be thinking about these things. And,
Yeah, that's how I remember your dad.
And he tends to be a bit of a downer in that respect, like, hey, you should be thinking of
shit.
It was
oh fuck.
Yeah, it's okay. So that's how my dad tends to be. But at the same time, I think he now that he sees me as an adult, and like the stuff that I do for work and everything, he kind of recognizes that I'm kind of in this weird trajectory that's different, right? And I think he's only seeing me like he doesn't know me as the professional, right? But I think he and my mother saw me speak to a few friends about governmental stuff, and he was impressed. Like, he was just very impressed and like, holy crap, like this is a level of expertise that I never would have thought like I would have seen him do, right? Like I think that makes him proud, but at the same time, I finally found something that he and I have in common. And I was like, oh my goodness. My dad actually went to an auction a while back and got RC planes.
Really?
I was like, wait, Dad, you like RCs? He's like, well, yeah, I think it'd be a cool project. I'm like, Dad, like, I love RCs. What the I love RCs. Like seriously, like, oh my goodness, we got something in common. This is ridiculous.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so he's got these two, they're old 1980s Japanese RCs, and that he got from this auction for like really cheap. So he's going to, so we're trying to find some motors for it. We're thinking about doing like a gas engine and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so
wait, how big are these RCs?
Pretty small. I mean, but we're talking about very small gas engines, that we're gonna have to find and put in these things.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and we have to think about servos and that kind of stuff, making sure that they can operate the flaps well.
Oh,
Wait,
that was going so well.
Oh, come on, count it.
Come on. Oh
my God,
dude,
no.
that was too off.
Yeah, so
that's really cool. I've always wanted to do an RC thing, but I don't know. I've just never had the means to do it.
yeah, and it's pretty pricey too. Like I've always been. I think I had an RC plane once that my dad crashed. Like I remember how. Here's the thing, because he sees me as a little kid, right? When I was younger, and I like it was this Firebird XL that I bought from Hobbytown USA, and this is back when VHSs were still a thing. So I had the VHS for it. I popped it in our VCR, and I like really studied this tape backwards and forwards, and I understood everything I needed to know about the trim, how to set the trim, how to.
Fuck.
That's fine. Yeah, I knew how to set the trim. I knew how to do everything with this thing. But my dad sees me like trying to take off with this. And we took it to the elementary in Cantua because it was a family party, and we were trying to get this thing to work. And my father just freaking like he sees me take off. He's like, "Wait, hold on, let me get it." He snatches it out of my hand, messes up the trim, and then it just like goes up in the air. And as it goes down, it just like it hits the ground and it messes up the wing. And I never flew it again.
Oh, that fucking sucks, dude.
It's awful, man. Yeah. So, anyways, I think we should.
Yeah, let's cut and see them next time. But I have a story about neither one of our fathers for next time.
Yeah, fair dues.